Namaste from SARVA. Welcome to your day 1 of Natrajasana series. We'll be needing a yoga strap in this class. If you don't have a strap handy, use a towel or a belt. That's completely fine as well. So we're going to start lying down on top of our mat. So lie down on the mat, hug your knees into your chest. And breathe deeply. If you want, you can keep your eyes closed. One more deep breath here. And from here, keep hugging your right knee in. Extend your left leg forward on top of the mat. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Try to ground that left hip down. Pulling that right knee closer into your chest. Feeling a nice opening in your hips. And we switch sides. So hug your left knee in. Extend your right leg forward on top of the mat. Feeling a nice opening in those hips. Grounding your right hip down this time. Stay here for one more breath. And hug both your knees in. For one deep breath. Inhale deeply. Open your mouth and sigh your breath out. And from here, we're going to rock on our spine. Back and forth to come forward to sitting. Cross your ankles and come into your tabletop position. Hands are going to be shoulder distance apart. Knees are going to be hips width. And from here, getting some movement into our spine. So as you inhale, drop your spine down, lift your tailbone up. Exhale and round your spine, draw your navel in, protract your shoulders. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Remember how I explained in the introduction? Inhale. Natrajasana requires intense spinal opening, spinal extension. Exhale. Once again, inhale. So we always have to make sure that our spine is warmed up. Exhale and round. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Brilliant. Come back to your neutral spine. Now from here, we're moving into our Anahatasana. So you're going to walk your hands forward and drop your chin and chest onto the mat. Feel a nice opening in your upper back, expansion in your chest. As you all know, Natrajasana requires a lot of shoulder opening as well. So Anahatasana is a great pose to practice that shoulder opening. Couple of more deep breaths here. And slowly walk your hands back, and we're going to go into a brief child's pose. So knees and big toes touching, and push back into your child's pose. Inhale and come back up, and we're going to lie down on top of our mat on our belly. So lie down on the mat, hands are going to be next to you, top of your feet flat on the mat. From your inhale and lift up into your low cobra. Keep pushing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Exhale and lower. We're going to do this a few times. Inhale, coming up. Don't extend your elbows completely. You're just coming up until your navel. Exhale and lower. Again, inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up, stay here and breathe. Couple of deep breaths, engage those glutes. Press into your palms. Exhale and lower back down. And from here, we're going to move into a Sphinx pose. So we're going to move onto your forearms. Make sure your elbows are shoulder distance apart, palms are flat on the mat. Relax those glutes, top of your feet flat on the mat. Keep pushing your shoulders away from your ears. Your neck is neutral. You're going to stay here for a few deep breaths. Feel that nice extension in your spine. As we've already spoken, along with spinal flexibility, you require a lot of spinal strength as well to perform your Natrajasana. And these spinal extensions are a good way to practice to strengthen your spine. Staying here for a couple of more breaths. Feel that nice stretch in your spine. Breathe through that stretch. And from here, as you exhale, you're going to push back into your child's pose. Coming back onto your knees, pushing back into your child's pose. Knees together, big toes touching, resting your hips over your heels. Two more deep breaths here. Inhale and come up. And keep sitting in your Vajrasana. We're going to practice some shoulder opening. This is where your strap comes into the picture. So you're going to open your strap out as much as you need to. If you need to place your hands wider, just open the strap and then you can adjust the length accordingly. All right. So it depends on the mobility of your rotator cuffs where you'd be holding the strap. All right. So if you require more width, just slide your hands towards the end. All right. Now from here, keep holding the strap in front of you. Inhale and your hands are going to move back. Now listen to your body. If this is where you have to stop, if this is where you feel the most amount of stretch, stop here or going deeper. Exhale and coming forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We will do this a couple of more times. Inhale, you can already feel that heat building up in your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Brilliant work. Now from here, you're going to take your hands up. Keep your left hand where it is, and your right hand is going to move back. And with the help of your right hand, pull that left hand back. Stay here and breathe. Feel that nice stretch running through your arm, through your shoulder. Couple of deep breaths here. And we switch sides, coming back up. Left hand moves back this time, and then lower your left hand down, pulling your right hand up. Brilliant work. Breathe through your stretches. This is just your beginner's flow for Natarajasana because it's day one. So we aren't practicing anything too intense. So this is a good opportunity to breathe through these feel-good stretches. And slowly release back down and letting go of the strap. Putting it to one side. And from here, we're going into some hip opening. So place both your hands on the mat. Step your right foot forward. We're going to move into a lizard pose. So either you stay here on your hands if this is enough for you, or lower down onto your forearms. You're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Gaze slightly forward. Neck is neutral. Shoulders are relaxed. Don't tense the part of the body that doesn't need to be working right now. Stay here and breathe. Feel that nice stretch in your left hip flexor. Opening in your right hip. Couple of more deep breaths here. And we're going to switch sides. Come back onto your hand. Stepping back. And from here, we're switching sides. So you're going to step your left foot forward. Either you stay high up onto your palms or lower down onto your forearms. Top of your right foot will be flat on the mat. Trying to go as deeper into your lizard stretch as you can. Pushing your hips down and forward, feeling that stretch in your right hip flexor this time. Deep breaths in and out of your nose. One more deep breath here. And coming back onto your palms. Step back into your tabletop position and push back into your child's pose. Inhale and come up. We're going to come to sitting. Moving into our spinal twist. So you're going to place your left foot next to your right glute. Place your right foot on the outside of your left leg. Right hand moves behind you. Inhale your left hand up. As you exhale, hook your left elbow to your right knee and twist your right. Looking over your right shoulder, releasing that spine. Releasing whatever tension you have built up in your spine. Stay here and breathe. With every exhale, try to go a little deeper. Inhale and unwind, and we're going to switch sides. So your right foot moves next to your left glute, left foot on the outside of your right leg, left hand moves behind you. Inhale your right hand up. As you exhale, hook your right elbow to your left knee and twist your left. Looking over your left shoulder. With every exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale and unwind. And from here, we're going to lie down on top of a mat and move into a cool down. Let's begin with our cool down. So bend your knees and draw your knees into your chest. Now from the inside of your knees, we're going to take our hands and hold on to the outer edges of our feet. Keep your lower back in contact with the mat. Stay here and breathe. Keep pulling those knees down towards your armpits. Stay here, breathe deeply. If you want, you can rock from side to side, massaging your spine. One more breath here. And slowly release back down. We're moving into our figure 4 stretch from here. So you're going to place your right ankle over your left knee. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and draw that left knee in. So there are two movements happening here. You're drawing that left knee in, and with the help of your right elbow, you're pressing that right knee away from your torso. So drawing the left knee in, pushing the right knee out. Feel that deep stretch in your right outer hip. Beautiful. One more breath here. And we're going to switch sides. Release your legs back down. Place your left ankle slightly over your right knee this time. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our right thigh. Keep drawing that right knee in towards your chest, and with the help of your left elbow, keep pressing that left knee away from your torso, away from your chest. Try to keep both your feet flexed. Deep inhales, deep exhales. One more breath here. And slowly release back down. And from here, we're moving into a spinal twist. So open your hands out into a T. Either you can stack your knees on top of one another. If you want to go deeper, you're going to cross your left leg over your right. Shift your hips slightly to the left. Drop your knees to the right and look over your left shoulder. Try to keep that left shoulder in contact with the mat. If you want, you can close your eyes. One more breath here. And we're going to switch sides. So inhale back up. And now cross your right leg over your left. Shift your hips slightly to the right. Drop your knees to the left. And look over your right shoulder. Breathe deeply. One more breath here. And as you inhale, come back up and unwind. And from here, we're moving into a Shavasana. So extend your legs out, hands are going to be by your side. Palms facing up towards the sky or the ceiling. Gently close your eyes, let your feet flop open. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Drop the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead from temple to temple. Bring your awareness back into your body. Bring your awareness
back into your breath. Scan your body for any tension that you're holding on to. And let it all melt down into the mat. Going deeper into your Shavasana with every inhale and every exhale. Observing your breath. Drawing that awareness to your heart center. Observing that heart beating into your chest. Slowly expanding that awareness and observing the sensations on your skin. Feeling the touch of the mat or the earth below you. Feeling the temperature in the room. Observing the sounds around you. And slowly coming out of that Shavasana. So wriggle your fingers and your toes. Bringing some movement back into your body. And point your toes forward and stretch your arms over your head. Interlocking your fingers, flipping your palms out. Stretch your entire body. And release, and from here bend your knees and you're going to gently roll to the right. And push back, push up into a seated, comfortable seated meditative pose. Hands resting on your knees, keep your eyes closed. Observing the changes in your body. Observing the changes in your breath. And now we will practice our pranayama. So gently open your eyes just to see how you would be practicing your Brahmari today. So now we'll be moving into our pranayama. The pranayama that we are practicing for our series is Brahmari, because through Natrajasana we practice a lot of chest opening, a lot of expansion in our heart center. So that is a brilliant time to be practicing our Brahmari pranayama. It is accessible to everyone, and it really strengthens your cardiovascular system. So let's get on with it. We are going to be practicing two variations, so I'll demonstrate both the variations to you. One we'll practice with hands on our knees. So for those of you who cannot practice the full expression of Brahmari, we'll practice the pranayama with hands on knees. Otherwise, you're going to close your ears with your thumbs and close your eyes with your fingers. This is the placement of your fingers on your face. And when you inhale and exhale through your nose, but when you exhale, you make a humming bee sound. So those who cannot practice with hands up and your hands start hurting, you can just lower your hands down onto your knees and still keep practicing the inhale and exhale through your nose and exhaling with the humming bee sound. So let's start with our Brahmari pranayama. We'll be practicing 10 breaths. Count your 10 breaths, move at your own pace. All right, there's no rush. Inhale and start. If you finish your 10 breaths of Brahmari, lower your hands down. Come back to your regular breath. With your hands resting on your knees. Shoulders are relaxed. Observe the changes in your breath. And slowly join your hands at your heart center. Take your hands to the forehead to remind us of having kind and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart center to remind us of having kind and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth to remind us of having kind and loving communication. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Rub your palms together. Create some heat between your palms. And slowly place your palms on your face. Feel that heat resonating through your palms. And gently lower your palms down and open your eyes looking at the palms. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I hope to see you all for my other classes on the SARVA app. Thank you.